Good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. And you have until midnight tonight to get your green gear 20% off. Offer code WE NEED4, all caps, and the number 4 as in we need 4 more years of Trump and Pence. All caps, we need 4, the number 4, 20% off all green gear, including the new designs until midnight tonight. So here's a little bit of good news. Well, I wouldn't even say it's good news. Here's a little bit of, well, yeah, no shit news. And then a little bit of, well, I know, news. Anyway, so the NBA has decided that this season will be the last season, the first and last season that you will see this BLM, I can't breathe, respect us on the back of the jerseys painted on the court bullshit. The NBA says, hey, we're all about racial equality and pushing forward and blah, blah, all that progressive talking point horse shit. They said, but we hear the people who say, hey, we support you, but we want to watch the game. So basically, in layman's terms, you privileged, overpaid, whiny bitches are costing us too much money. So we will throw you this ridiculous, meaningless bone of, yeah, we'll paint that nonsense on the courts and you can put your silly little sayings and names on the back of your jerseys, whatever it takes to shut you the fuck up so you get back out there and start dribbling again and start putting asses in these seats and money in our coffers. They do not care about your plights, about your causes. All they care about is money, because green is the only color that matters. Even when they tell you all that shit, really what they're saying is, I'm saying what I need to make more money, to make more green. Now you're talking about what they call social justice, racial equality, police brutality. These are serious issues. These should not be taken lightly. These are harmful and deadly to some. But it's so harmful and deadly that we're only going to support it at this ridiculous level for one season. A garbage bullshit season where it wasn't even a real season. Everybody wasn't even involved. They only had a certain amount of teams in the bubble. This isn't a real season. This isn't a real championship. This was them playing baseball. This is them playing basketball on the side. What they were really concentrating on were their social justice endeavors. Sports was an afterthought. Basketball was an afterthought for them. The season don't mean shit, so of course they'll give it to you. Just like in the NFL, and you'll see other sports leagues, baseball, soccer, football, they'll do the same thing. This ain't real. How can you expect everything around this to be real when the subject matter itself isn't real? Police brutality. Shut your mouth. So, just like they did with the NFL, giving them playing the whatever the black national anthem is before the real national anthem on week 1. Week 1, who gives a shit? The games don't mean anything. People aren't even allowed in the stadium. They're piping in noise. How awkward is that? It's like a laugh track. Basically, they're putting a cheer track after they score or do something in a football game. The season don't mean shit. So yeah, you can have your bullshit black national anthem. Nobody cares this year. And they're so stupid and so driven by their emotions, they don't even see that shit. Good. I'm glad they're going to be wiping that bullshit off the court and getting that dumb shit off your jerseys. Now, is that going to stop these fools from being stupid? No. From pushing their bullshit, dangerous narrative? No. But it sure is good to see. It sure is good to see a return to capitalism. So, also in, yeah, no shit news, Gavin Bang Your Wife Newsom, the czar of the far left. The crook of California. He has lightened his grip. He's loosened his grip on our lives. He's given us a little bit of our freedom back. We should be thankful. Thank you, exalted one. I bow before you and dare not gaze upon your face. Thank you so much. He is allowing us to have family gatherings. Appreciate it. Thank you, Gavin. I'm sorry, Mr. Newsom. Emperor. Your Honor, Your Highness. I'm sorry. I don't know what to call you. You're so awesome and powerful. So we can have family gatherings now, but they come along with a few stipulations. You didn't think you were just going to be able to get back together with your family all willy-nilly, did you? So the rules are, it can't be more than 3 families together. You got to take down some contact information at the host's house. In case there's any outbreaks within the next 2 weeks, you can contact everyone. Okay? After you do that, after you get everyone's contact information, they can only be for a few hours. None of these all-night parties. None of that. You have to wear masks, or they heavily suggest you wear masks. You socially distance. You stay 6 feet apart. Keep the gatherings outdoors. You can have them at parks if you like. You can't play on the equipment, little kids. You can just look at it. But you can have it outdoors at a park. And make sure, especially you folks out there trying to celebrate a birthday, there is no singing or cheering. Because you don't want to get those little droplets, those clouds of COVID-19, the sweet and sour sniffles floating around your home, the air in your backyard. So no singing or cheering. So when you come out with the birthday cake, I think you can still hum. You get it? You can hum it. Maybe brush up on your sign language. That's what this is, people. This is a conspiracy with the deaf community. This is how they're finally going to get everyone to use sign language. It's kind of a roundabout plot, but they're going to win. So learn sign language so you can sign happy birthday. You can sign the song. You can sign to each other because you're going to be 6 feet apart. And with the mask, it's a little difficult to hear sometimes, especially you've been drinking a little bit or it's a little kid, some shit like that. So just learn sign language. Stop speaking all together. Okay, with all these rules, to me it sounds more like a government organized get together. It doesn't feel like a party. It doesn't feel like family. Are we allowed to hug? If so, how many times? Is it one upon arriving and one upon departing? Are you fucking serious? Who's gonna do this? I'll tell you, these brainwashed fuckers who are feeding themselves CNN and MSNBC. There are people out there who believe this shit hook, line, and sinker and think that you shouldn't be hugging your family, you shouldn't be around them, and they're going to follow these rules to the letter. And again, like I said in a video the other day, also in these strict family gatherings, make sure you leave your mask on in between bites. So when you're eating that good food, all that good food you grew up on, your family's getting back together, you smelling those dishes you grew up with, somebody brought their specialty, you can enjoy it. Just make sure you have your mask on in between bites. If you're not putting food in your mouth, put that mask back over your face. But I know they told us you have to wash your hands every time you touch the mask. So after every bite, do I have to go wash my hands? Should we have this family function in the bathroom next to the sink? Are you kidding me? Who is going to do this? Who is going to stay 6 feet apart in their backyard? This shit is crazy. We don't have rules like this for things much more deadly than this bullshit we're dealing with. Stop it. If you're scared, wear a mask, stay home, everybody else get back to normal. That's what the headline said. Governor Newsom allows gatherings Thank you, almighty emperor of California. Thank you for these crumbs that you've brushed from your table for us to consume. Fucking ridiculous, man. Keep your mask on in between bites in your backyard? I thought this was my house. I thought these were my rules. I thought this was my domain. You're not going to tell me what I'm going to do at home. I tell you what I'm going to do in my home. You got this shit backwards. That's why these politicians are so fucked up now. They forgot their directives. They forgot who the important people are. They forgot we're the VIPs. We should be in armored motorcades to protect ourselves from you, not the other way around. And all those brainwashed people who are going to be following these rules are going to be the ones calling and turning you in because you had 4 families instead of 3, because you were 5 feet apart instead of 6. Like I said before, I'll say it again. Unfortunately, I'll have to. California will not be out stupided. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe, hit that notification bell, because every time it rings, a piece of shit liberal cries. Get your Jericho Green notification tone, link in the description box. Utilize the PayPal link and the Teespring link to get your green gear. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.